Hello stars, welcome back to my channel. So for today's pick a card reading, we're going to be looking at your personal predictions for the month of July. And I just want to say a big happy birthday to all of my Cancer and Leo souls out there with the birthday this month. I will also be celebrating with you guys on the 14th for my own birthday. And I also just want to say, so sorry this video is coming out a little later than expected. I actually tested positive for COVID last week, so I decided to take a week off to really care for myself and my body. So the spread that we're going to be using will give us an opportunity to look into all areas of your life. We're going to be looking at personal events, relationships, home and family matters, as well as anything happening regarding your career. So we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So if you've already chosen a pile, feel free to click the timestamps provided down below. But before we start, I do just want to say tarot is not an absolute and it does not control our lives. So please use these readings for confirmation and spiritual guidance. Always keep in mind your own free will is what ultimately matters when determining what will happen within your life. This is a general reading for the collective, so not everything is going to resonate, but take what you intuitively know is meant for you and leave the rest behind. If you'd like a moment to ground, meditate, and connect to the energy of this reading, I will offer a brief meditation. And if you're drawn to more than one pile, that is perfectly fine. It just means there's multiple messages for you to hear in this video. So if you're ready, let's take a moment for a few deep breaths to connect with your spiritual team. Become fully present in your body and current surroundings, and we will jump right in. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. So if you guys hear loud breathing or snoring, that would be my dog. He decided to join you guys for your reading. Okay, so the spread that we have here is representative of an astrological birth chart. And if you're not into astrology or know nothing about it, that's completely fine. I'm gonna simply break it down for you. So right here, this would be the rising sign or the ascendant or the first house. And this is going to be showing us things happening to you personally, everything about you within the month of July, emotionally, physically. And opposite that, we have the descendant or the 7th house. And this is going to be showing us your relationships throughout the month of July. Down here, we would have the IC or the 4th house, which is going to be showing us things happening within home and family. And opposite that, we have the MC or the 10th house, and that is going to be showing us things happening within your career, your public life, or just worldly aspirations in general. Okay, so let's jump right in. Before I turn these cards over, I do just want to grab one of these astrological cards to get a main energy for your month of July, and I'll be putting it here in the middle because it's going to be kind of like the grounding energy. Like I said, the main energy for the month of July, whatever we need to know. So let me give these guys a good shuffle here. Hopefully my dog's not too loud. I get nervous because he is a very loud breather. He's a bully pit, so like he's got a smushed in face and yeah, all of that. But I figured everyone loves dogs, so you guys don't mind, right? He's here giving you his moral support. Okay, let me give this actually one more shuffle. Okay. All right, pile 1. Let's see. What is the main grounding energy that we need to know? This astrological deck. What is pile 1's main energy for the month of July? Okay. Oh, okay. So we actually have the midhaven, which is super interesting because, like I said, this right here is representing the midhaven, or the MC if you abbreviate it. So that is just super interesting. Underneath it, I'm not going to keep this one out, but we do have Juno partnership. So an important business partnership could be coming into play within your month of July. I absolutely cannot ignore that. And Juno, I believe, is a comet. I really haven't read much about this comet, but if you guys feel intrigued to learn more, feel free to look that up. But we are going to keep out this midhaven card here. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have transits, climate. Okay, so you guys might be having some super important transit happening in your 10th house or your midhaven throughout the month of July, but this is just so significant and obvious that your career, your public life is going to be the main focus for July, and like your relationships within your career. So maybe you guys are starting a new career and you're meeting new people. It's interesting that there were birds in that Juno card, and here in the midhaven, we have some birds in the background. And it says Pinnacle. This is super interesting. I think I want to go ahead and read this out of the book for you guys. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I'm going to read this out of the book for you, pile one. So it says, the midhaven contains clues about how your family trained you to be visible in the world, your relationship to other people's authority, and how you step into your own personal authority. It describes the future mountaintop, the pinnacle of your work in the world. The midhaven is the highest point of the chart, where the sun would be at midday. This most public, visible point of the chart acts like the flagpole on top of your personal castle. So this makes me think, like, not only is your career going to be super important, but like something that you're going to be very well known for, whether that's like in a huge group of people, like worldwide, or just like within your own relationships and community, but something that everyone like knows about you, a kind of status that you've made for yourself within your career. And if you don't have a career, then it's just something significant that you're doing with your life that is like visible to everyone. It's like almost so visible and loud and bright to everyone throughout the month of July that you're almost like blinding them with your light, is kind of what I'm hearing. Let me see. I'll keep reading this just a little bit. So it says, there's action, challenge, and gift. So action says, inventory your professional reputation and ask what you can do to strengthen it. Update your website, look at your definition of success, and make sure it is your own. Actually makes you happy and is not one you have inherited from your family or mentors. So that seems to be popping up a lot about like being inherited from family or mentors, but also kind of like breaking out from what your family wanted you to do or something like that. That just keeps coming up for me. It says, think about the training you've received from these authorities and notice where it still serves you and where you need to release their preconceptions and step into something bigger, exactly what I was just saying. It says you may need to go back to hidden dreams or reawaken an ambition that may not make sense to anybody else. If you choose not to seek your sense of accomplishment as reflected in the outside world, your midhaven can speak of a quieter sense of personal authority. This is your life. Define the mountaintop for yourself. Take a next step in that direction. Like I said, you're taking steps towards a status or a certain legacy that you're going to acclaim for yourself. This is going to be something that, like, after you've passed away and long gone, like your family members or maybe if you are like very well publicly known, this is going to be something that you carry down for a long time. Probably a big accomplishment that you're making within the month of July. It says there's a challenge. Traditions, other people's expectations, or your family history may be complementary to your idea of your own potential, or there may be hurdles to overcome as you find your true path. And then there's a gift, and it says, underneath all worldly sense of ambition is a soul's longing to live out its potential. Listen to the call. Okay, pile one. So the main theme for you guys in the month of July is going to be following that call, following your fullest potential and what it is you want to put out and achieve into the world. But you're going to be doing this with your relationship somehow, but also breaking away from family traditions in a way. So let's keep moving on to your tarot cards here. I'm going to go ahead and flip them all over. So for your personal energy, we have the Devil. For your relationships, we have the Sun. Interesting, because it was talking about the Sun and where it is in this path for the Midheaven, and it just seems, yeah, like I said, your relationships are so strongly connected to your career right now. You guys might be doing something significant and partnering up with somebody else, or for some reason they're like tagging along, but in a better way than you expected at first is kind of what I'm seeing. Let's see. We have the Three of Coins representing your home and family. And up here we have the King of Coins representing your career, your public life, and oh my gosh, this just gave me freaking chills, pile one. Look, we have the King of Coins accompanied by this Midheaven card here. And like I said, this card up here is representing the Midheaven. It's representing your career. So no doubt about it, pile one, you're going to be making huge leaps and bounds within your career, your public life. Like I said, even if you guys aren't like on a certain career path right now, you guys are making a name for yourself. You guys are setting some kind of structure, some kind of dependable aspect of your public life, and you're just really setting roots there. Like I said, it's something that's going to be held for a long time. It's had time to grow on top of this turtle, if you guys can like understand what I'm throwing down here. It's something that has created roots, and it's strong, and it's not moving, yet somehow it still is slowly progressing, because we do have this tree on top of a turtle that's slowly moving. So it's like very slow and stable growth. This is something that nobody is going to be able to knock down. It's something that you've created for yourself that will be long-lasting, long-term, fruitful for you. And take it how it resonates for you. This could be career. It could be something to do with your public life. It could even be like school right now for you guys. But let's see. I think what's really interesting here, I do want to go ahead and go to the Sun card, which, like I said, represents your relationships for the month of July. And the Sun card is all about following your purpose with no regret, following your passion and what you're supposed to be doing in your life. You guys may also have, like, I could see you guys having Cancer in your 10th house. You could look at that in your chart if you feel called to. But also, I'm kind of getting the feeling that some of you guys may have birthdays within this month. And if so, then happy birthday. But more than anything, you guys are probably have a lot of Earth energy, okay? So Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I'm getting a lot of Capricorn here, especially with the Midheaven being here. But yeah, you guys are you're very dependable, and I feel like you guys really know what you want. And somehow, within the month of July, there's this opportunity coming for you guys to really update your career somehow. And it's not going to be like a huge change, but it's going to be something that is a secure change, a long-term change that you know has the potential to last a very long time. And like I said with the Sun card here, representing your relationships, I feel like this is something to do with somebody else. Like maybe you and somebody else decided to go for a different career or start a business together or anything like that. Whatever is going on within your relationships and your career is very important for the month of July. And I just see your relationships bringing you a lot of happiness. Like I could see you guys going out and having drinks with coworkers, or just in general going out and having a good time in your public life and really figuring out what it is you want to do for the long term. And then down here, representing your home and family life, we have the Three of Coins. And so this is so interesting that we have this connected to the King of Coins right here, right? They're both coins cards or pentacles. And this Midheaven card was talking about following family traditions, but also stepping out and doing something unique within it. So, okay, follow me through here, guys. Hear me out. I'm kind of seeing this as maybe like some ancestors or something that like, has been run down in your family for a long time, maybe like a family business or something, and you're asked to pick that up and continue going with it. Or maybe it's just like a certain career that your parents expect you to pursue or something like that. I see you guys, yes, you have something stable waiting for you, whatever this is, whatever your family has left for you. And this doesn't have to be like an actual career. It could be like a public persona or something like that. You could just come from a well-off family or something, but it's something that's very stable for you. But instead of following it completely to a T, how they expect you to, I feel like there's someone in your relationship coming in to kind of take you off the beaten path a little bit, or like almost upgrade whatever it is that your family has left for you. And yes, this is going to be super beneficial and honestly so prosperous for you guys, pile 1. We have the King of Coins, the Three of Coins. The Devil is also an earth energy. We'll get to this guy in a second, because while your pile does look, it has so many ups and things to be grateful for within your relationships, within your career. Home life looks a little tricky. It looks like you're working together with people in your family or at home to get something done, but they may expect you to do it in the super traditional kind of way. And you're like, hey guys, I'll do what you want me to do, but like, let me do it my own way a little bit. Let me make some adjustments and some tweaks. And this could even be like your political views or something like that. Like I said, it does not have to be specifically your career. I could totally see it being like your political beliefs, or your, what's it called, your like social customs or something like that. Changing it a little bit, but still sticking to that path, but just kind of updating it a little bit. And I feel like you guys are being encouraged to do this with somebody. This doesn't have to be like a loving commitment, like, what am I trying to say? This could be like within a friendship. It doesn't have to be a partnership or like a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. I'm more seeing this just being like relationships in general are helping you pull out that unique aspect and still stick to the path that's been laid out for you. But because you guys are listening to other people or maybe just working with other people, it's really allowing you to upgrade on this foundation that was already set for you and like make unique, awesome changes to it, honestly. Okay, so this Devil card here, let's talk about it, guys, okay? Stay with me here. You guys might feel a little obsessive about these changes that are coming up. Not even changes, what it is that you're pursuing here within your career, because we have so much focus on your career or your public life, but it may get to a point that it's almost addictive thing to pursue. There's definitely some addictions that you guys have, whether it's to money, whether it's to the grind of daily life, the grind of your career, the grind of getting stuff done and making a name for yourself. The Devil card coming out right here is really asking for you guys to make sure you're going after the things that you want, but go after it like the sun, you know? There could be relationships in your life that kind of teach you how to go after things in a way that's true to you and not just all about material desire. Because I feel like that could really put you in a hiccup on your way to achieving the success within the month of July. So definitely be careful about that. Also a message for a few of my pile ones. If there is an addiction you guys are trying to conquer right now, or maybe you guys are just really wrapped up in the addiction right now, I do see there being an ability to make these changes, but right now you guys are so focused on your career and whatever this thing is that you might be putting that to the wayside, and it could make those things a little worse. So just be very mindful of that throughout the month of July. Okay, pile 1? Make sure you're not going after material things, the things that you think you want, that you think will make you happy, out of fear of not having them is kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe you guys have a fear of not having enough for yourself, and so you try and just keep getting more and more and more for yourself, and that could be very unhealthy. But even through that, things look really great for you in this month of July within your career and your public life, but it could just be like so much and so focused on that you forget to really take care of yourself, okay? This is definitely a call to take care of yourself, okay? Okay, pile 1. Let's go ahead and get one of these oracle cards here to keep going for your month of July. I was gonna use like 3 other decks here, but looks like we're running short on time, but I'm just gonna keep going. We're gonna see what these guys say right here for my pile 1s. Okay. What do my pile 1s need to know for their month of July? Also, something that just came up here that might be very specific, but just needs to come out for at least one of you guys here. If you guys are almost like addicted to buying something for yourself, whether that be like clothes or whatever it is for you, you'll know what it is. And if it doesn't resonate, then feel free to leave it, but that definitely needed to come out. For some reason, I'm just seeing like your relationships really helping you with that, helping show you the true way, okay? Because I feel like this might just like run in the family a little bit. This snake on fire gives me like this angry guy vibes, okay? But you're this person. You're like unique, and you want to step out of the box and not be so obsessed with obtaining things a particular way. But it might be easy to lean into those old kind of habits because it is something that has been passed down in your family. But I feel like there's a relationship going on, or multiple relationships, that are showing you the true way to achieving these goals of yours. Okay, let's see. For pile 1, we have here time to go, and this I feel like is really clarifying on the fact that we're talking about some kind of family tradition. I'm really feeling for a lot of you guys this is like a career that your family wants you to go down, or maybe like a college degree that they want you to get, or political views that they want you to have that are just very set in stone. You're breaking away from them but still staying true to you, but it is time to let go of these beliefs just a little bit, not completely. I really don't see you guys letting go of these completely, whatever it is, but just a little bit. Like I said, just breaking out of the box a little bit, and you know it's time to go, okay? There's a new door waiting for you, especially within your career. Ooh, pile 1, your career looks so fruitful for you, and I'm so excited for you in this month of July. You'll know whenever it's time to, oh, interesting, we have chop wood here. Okay, so what's coming up is you guys may have a little bit of workaholic tendencies, okay? And what I'm seeing here is at the beginning of July, it's time to rest. Tend to your relationships, okay? Because we are in Cancer season, you know? And that's all about family and stuff. And yes, tend to these things, but maybe try and stick away from the grind of work right now. But there is going to be an opportunity coming up in July at some point that's going to help you really advance your career or whatever this is. But I feel like at the beginning of July, Spirit is asking you to rest, really tend to yourself, and not be too hard on yourself trying to pursue this thing. You'll know when it's time to go, and you'll know when it's time to chop wood, because look, we have like a broom, a mop. Oh, and it's so interesting that we have her running to this door here. And then it's like, boom, the door opens. Now you know it's time to work. Because you've taken this rest, you'll also have the energy to do that work, okay? So a big call for you here is that you guys are having some very significant things come up within your career, within your public life in the month of July. But at the beginning, it's time to rest, really take care of whatever these addictive tendencies are, pile 1. And I feel like once you release these things, once you let go of these things, new doors are going to open to you to help you pursue the work that you've been wanting. And this doesn't have to be addictions either. Like I said, it could be an addiction to working, workaholism. I'm really seeing that here. But yeah, the main thing here for your month of July, pile 1, is to tend to your relationships. And then something's going to come up, especially if you deal with this devil energy here. If you deal with this workaholism, you take the rest and the break that you need, then you'll know there's going to be a door that opens that's like, okay, it's time to chop wood, it's time to get to it, hard work. And because like I said, we have this midhaven here. The center of your reading is all about your career. So you are probably just really focused on it. You're really on the grind. But like I keep repeating at the beginning of the month, definitely take time to rest. Take time to have fun in these relationships and whatever it is these relationships are bringing to you. And once you do that, it's going to help you get to this door, okay? And then you'll know, okay, now it's time to get my grind on. Now it's time to work hard. Okay, pile 1. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading here. Thank you so much for watching. I am beyond grateful to have you here today, sharing your beautiful energy with me. If this reading resonated with you, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know. Also be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as it helps support the channel so I can keep providing content for you wonderful souls. I hope this reading brought you peace and harmony. Keep shining your light and living your best life, my stars. I will see you next time. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So the spread that we have here is representative of an astrological birth chart. And if you're not into astrology or have any idea what that means, that's completely okay. I'm going to break it down very simply for you. So this first card here is representing the rising energy, the ascendant, or the first house. And this is going to be showing us you, physically, emotionally, your personality, everything to do with you in the month of July. Opposite that, we have the descending energy, okay, so the descendant, or the 7th house. And this is going to be showing us your relationships in the month of July. Down here, we would have the IC, or the 4th house, and this will be showing us home and family. And opposite that, we have the MC, or the midhaven, the 10th house, and this will be representing your career and public life throughout the month of July. So, pile 2, before we hop into these tarot cards here, I want to grab one of these astrology oracle cards, and I'll have all of the decks that I'm using linked in the description below if you're curious. But I want to get this to see what the main energy is for you in the month of July, and we're going to stick her right here in the middle just to ground your reading. Like I said, it's going to be the main energy throughout your month of July, pile 2. Sorry if I sound a little stuffed up. I am still feeling just a little bit under the weather, but I missed you guys and I wanted to do reading. So, okay, pile 2, month of July. Let's see. What's going on for pile 2? What is pile 2's main energy in this month of July? Oh, okay. And we have here Capricorn, achieve. Very interesting. Capricorn was also really heavy in one of the other piles. I won't say which one, but if you were drawn to any of the other piles, I suggest maybe going and looking it up. But also, at the bottom of the deck, I have to show you guys, we have here opposition, and it looks almost like this Capricorn, this goat. It almost looks like the same in these. And I know that these almost are deers or whatever, but I mean, you guys see. But yes, opposition, and that says confrontation at the bottom of the deck. And we have Capricorn, achieve. So immediately what I'm getting from that, you guys might feel like you are facing some kind of opposition, or maybe, oh, okay, yeah. Pile 2. I don't think you guys are facing opposition anymore within the month of July. I think this is kind of showing us like this was your past energy where you were at some kind of opposition, some kind of confrontation, and now I feel like we have gotten past that throughout the month of June maybe, and so through July you'll feel like you're very achieved in whatever obstacles you had faced this previous month. There was something going on. This is just coming through really strongly for me is that maybe this could be like in a relationship or struggling to achieve something that you wanted to, but finally you're not fighting to get there anymore. There's no more opposition. And oh, I dropped some cards there. That's okay. But yes, now you have finally achieved, and you feel like that mountain goat at the top of the mountain, climbing obstacles and doing task after task, but finally you make that breakthrough moment where you feel like you're on top of the world. You feel like you're really making a difference in your life, and you're achieving the things that you have set out to achieve. So I see that being a very strong energy for you in this month of July, pile 2. And Capricorn, you may be a Capricorn, or it just may be very significant in your chart. I'm also seeing you guys might have Capricorn in the 10th house, because we do have it being the number 10 here, or just your 10th house being heavily aspected at the moment. I think I want to read this out of the book for you, pile 2, just a little bit, because I did it in the other pile, so we're just going to continue on with the trend. Okay, so it says here, Capricorn asked us to dive deep into the sea of collective consciousness to find a worthy dream and then work on it and walk it to the mountaintops. Capricorn, the cardinal earth sign, is ruled by Saturn, so Saturn could be very significant for you as well, which could also be like Aquarius. It says here, its symbol is a mergoat, half sea creature, half mountain goat, and the sign is connected to our bones and knees, the equipment we use to climb stairs and achieve our goals. The sun shines in Capricorn December 21st to January 20th. Okay, and it has an action here. It says, the situation needs a good and healthy structure, foundations upon which you can solidly build. Capricorn imbues ambition and drive, determination, willpower, and precision. When used with integrity, these qualities culminate in the gift of leadership. So what's coming through for me here, pile 2, is that, yes, you're past the opposition, you're past the obstacles, and you're finally like out of smooth sailing, but that doesn't mean throughout the month of July it's going to be easy breezy, okay? There's still some work to be done for sure. I'm going to keep reading here for you guys. The Mergoat reminds us to dive into spirit, into the dream world, get a vision for the good of all sentient beings, then do the work needed to manifest it. Find motivation, set a goal, and build with integrity. Mountain goats climb easily up and down, but aren't as comfortable on flat terrain, like I was explaining to you guys earlier. They like to climb at the edge of mountains, which is like really difficult and also very scary, but it's also like endearing that they are so brave, right? It says here, Capricorn energy can leave you depressed when you feel flat and see no progress. If you can't fish, mend the nets, look for what can be done now and make it a project. Make short-term plans that take you to medium-term goals and help you climb your mountain over time. Celebrate each step. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end that there. There was also like a challenge and stuff in this little guidebook, so feel free to look that up if you want to, or I guess you probably have to buy the book, but anyways, ignore me. Okay, but let's go ahead and jump into your tarot cards, pile 2. So representing you throughout the month of July, we have the Wheel of Fortune. That is so exciting. It made my stomach almost drop because, like I said, I feel like you guys feel on top of the world, like things are finally going right for you, the streak of luck. And not only are you guys like dedicated to achieve your goals right now and working really hard, which could come off to other people like kind of boring whenever you're just constantly working to achieve stuff in life. No, that's not you, pile 2. You're working to achieve stuff in life, but you're also in this kind of like enthusiastic, super just happy energy. I see you guys feeling, what's the word? I don't know if flamboyant is the word, just like on top of the world, enthused and completely joyful in the moment. Maybe even making like doing little surprises for yourself. You guys, oh yeah, you guys are totally surprising yourself with how happy you guys are with the achievements that you're making. Whatever this opposition was that you guys have passed, it's long gone, or not long gone, but it's done for. And in the month of July, you're finally being able to celebrate your success and celebrate your achievements. You guys feel on top of the world and like you guys are finally getting a lucky break, and that is showing through your personality. And honestly, it's very endearing and very exciting. I'm super excited for you, Pile 2. Okay, so we have here at the bottom for your home and family life, the Knight of Cups. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and flip all of these over before I start talking about these, but I love this energy, Pile 2. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse, very interesting. We have the Knight of Swords there, okay. We also have the Eight of Swords, another Swords card. So like I said, Aquarius could also be very strong for you guys. Saturn energy in general, Capricorn, Aquarius, and also Gemini is coming up for me here. But what I see here, Pile 2, is that you guys are feeling super happy about the achievements that you're making, yes, and that's enabling you to do things at home that really bring you nourishment and enjoyment. So maybe you guys are like taking, I just feel this really healthy approach almost to working hard, or maybe you guys are almost, in July, you guys might be kind of forced to take a break in some way, and that is also helping you achieve these things. Like, okay, so hear me out. This might seem a little counterintuitive, but like, it's almost like the way to achieve your goals right now is let this streak of luck come flowing in, because I see that you guys work really hard. This opposition card just keeps coming out for me, and it's like you guys aren't afraid to do what it takes to get what you want, and you guys are okay to battle confrontation, but it's almost like you guys are getting a break from that in the month of July, and you guys are achieving effortlessly with this Knight of Cups here. You guys can almost like sit around at the house, watch TV, and things are still progressing for you in ways that like you didn't expect. It's still like you guys are almost taking time to be a little lazy and let the luck come to you, and things are still progressing even though you're not working as hard as you're used to working. That's what I'm really seeing here, is a break. And this may be a little hard for you to take, especially if you guys do have strong Capricorn or Saturn energy. You guys love to work, and that's okay, but like, I feel like the universe is saying like, it's also okay right now. You've done so much hard work. You can take a break and let these things come to you and flow to you, and you know, just take the rest that you need. Do what you want to at home. I can see you guys like laying out by the pool, especially since we're in Cancer season and the water energy is so strong right now. But yes, here in your career and public life, we have the Eight of Swords here. So I'm kind of seeing here that it might be really hard for you guys to take this break, and you may be really worried about how this is going to reflect into your public life if you do take a break from working so hard towards what you want. And the thing is, Pile 2, we have this Wheel of Fortune here, and this is representing you. People are still seeing that from you, okay? People are seeing this energy that you're taking this break, and they feel good for you that you guys are doing that. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I'm also getting that you guys just, might feel a little stressed about it, how people are going to perceive you if you decide to take a break from work. And the thing is, Pile 2, in the month of July, if you can let go of what's coming up here is like wearing sheep's clothing, because obviously it looks like she is wearing that. But you guys might feel like you're hiding behind a mask, like you're not being your authentic self. Especially, it almost looks like she's wearing this Capricorn card here. I mean, does it not? Look at that. That's crazy. So you guys might feel like it's not you to rest and do these things, but Spirit's really pointing out here is that it's very much needed for you to take the time to rest at home. Like I said, sit back, watch some movies if you're not used to it. Just find ways to take a break and relax. Sit by the pool if you want to. Whatever this is, things are still going to come your way. And as for your relationships, I do see this being a very inner process. Like, this break that you guys are taking right now is something where in the month of July, you guys probably will feel a little out of touch with your relationships, maybe cancel some plans just so that you can take time for yourself to rest and take the break that you need. But either way, you're going to be achieving a lot, pile 2, with effortlessly, like I said, and you might have to cancel plans with other people to take a break for yourself and really nourish yourself, and that's okay. People aren't going to hold that over your head because, like I said, you're this wheel of fortune right now. Things are still working out for you somehow, and it's almost like you guys are taking a break for yourself because of some kind of opposition. Also, it's coming through here. You guys might be deciding to stop talking to certain people in your life because of certain opposition. You guys might be deciding to not work so hard for certain relationships because they weren't giving you what you deserved in return. And so now you're really honing in on yourself and your own, just everything about you, and maybe just taking the focus off of your relationships right now to take the rest that you need. And then it's like once you take this rest, you guys are leaving room for all of this success to come inside. So don't feel bad about it is really what's coming through here for you, pile 2. Don't feel bad about taking the breaks that you need, especially like taking time with family. If that's something like you guys haven't had a lot of time to be with family, and so like you guys are cutting off maybe friendships or something, or taking time away from like a boyfriend or a girlfriend so that you can take time with family, like the people that truly nourish you. Take it or leave it, however it resonates for you, pile 2. Let's go ahead and get you some oracle cards here. I'll have everything that I'm using in the description below, like I said. Hopefully this reading is resonating for you guys. I'm curious to know what's going on for you guys, what this rest is, and how things are still somehow like working out for you. And I feel like it's mainly going to be like huge achievements for yourself that super benefit you and benefit your home and family. Okay, pile 2, what is going on? Pile 2, okay. That was a little too many. Like we've got like 4 here. I'll show them to you. We have flexible, soulmates, a leg up, building blocks. Okay, but I don't think those were for you, pile 2. Let me see. What's going on in the month of July for pile 2? Okay, that one's for you for sure. Oh, that's exciting. Let me grab it here. It fell on the ground. Okay. Boom, pile 2. All that glitters, okay? But also, an important thing to remember about all that glitters, with all of this success being here for you, I feel like what's coming through here is that these achievements maybe won't even be all that glitters, you know? Hopefully you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say here, but I don't think they're going to be super huge material achievements that you're making. I feel like they're very much more internal, and like you guys are almost letting go of like certain things within your personality that may have been holding you back. Or like I said, if you guys have trouble like taking time to rest and nourish yourself and do these things that make you feel content with yourself, even if they aren't all materially beneficial, you know what I mean? Like they're not material achievements, but somehow it's like this is an achievement for you in that way, like, and it's making you just feel, like I said, on top of the world, pile 2. Let's see what else we get here. Pile 2s. Okay. So yeah, like I said, within the month of July, your achievement isn't going to be something material necessarily. I really don't see that. I see it being an achievement internally and emotionally, where you feel joyful and happy with yourself is mainly what I'm seeing. And you might have to put your relationships by the wayside in order to do this, to really focus on yourself and focus on whatever this fear is, pile 2. but you're going to be achieving it, and this achievement is going to be a super loving, beneficial feeling, a heartfelt feeling of achievement for yourself, like personal growth, you know? We also have here flexible, interesting because that came out twice. It flipped out that first time. So I guess I probably should have taken that one. But yeah, it's super important to stay flexible within the month of July because I think things could change before you expect it, especially if you are still in this opposition that was coming up. If you're still in this opposition, it's important to be flexible and see how things can change. Right now, you might be in this Eight of Swords mindset that things can't change, especially if you're not working as hard as you can to get them. But stay flexible, as in take time to nourish yourself and take a break, and also, you know, do what you need to work hard and achieve those material goals, but stay flexible and balance those out. But mainly, I think you guys are going to be focusing on your inner personal growth throughout the month of July. Yeah, because we have the bottom of the deck here, thinker. So I feel like you guys are just used to super overthinking things, working really hard for things, and not really taking the time to make sure you're good, you know, on the inside and emotionally. Okay, pile 2. I think I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am beyond grateful to have you here, sharing your beautiful energy with me. If this reading resonated with you, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know. Also be sure to like, share, and subscribe as it helps support the channel so I can keep providing content for you wonderful souls. I hope this reading has brought you peace and harmony. Keep shining your light and living your best life, my stars. I will see you next time. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So the spread that we have here is representative of an astrological birth chart. And even if you're not into astrology or you have no idea what that means, I am just going to break it down very simply for you. So this first card here would be representing the rising sign, the ascendant, or the first house. And this is going to be showing us everything about you in the month of July, emotionally, physically. And then opposite that, we would have the descending energy, or the 7th house. And this will be showing us your relationships in the month of July. Down here, we would have the IC, or the 4th house, and this would be showing us your home and family, everything very private within the month of July. And opposite that, we would have the MC, or the 10th house, and this will be showing us your public life, things that are more visible, and your career. Okay, so before we hop into these tarot cards, I do just want to draw some of these astrological oracle cards, and I'll have everything linked in the description below if you're curious what I'm using. And I do just want to say I just got a super loud ringing in my right ear. I don't know why, but I just definitely needed to mention that because it's still going on. And it's like, I don't know if I've ever had this high pitch of a ringing in my ear before, so maybe that's confirmation for you if you also experience that. But let's see. This card that we're going to draw here is going to be showing us the main energy for you in the month of July. We're going to stick it right here in the middle to center all of these here, to center the birth chart. So let's just see for my pile 3s, what is the main energy for my pile 3 in this month of, okay, we're going to take that one. This month of July, the main energy is the 2nd house, resources. Okay, so your finances could definitely be coming up within the month of July. This could be a main factor for you. But what I'm getting here from this 2nd house card mainly is kind of like feeling happy with what you have and what you have obtained for yourself. And that doesn't have to only be materially. This could also be like the skills that you've obtained for yourself. It's interesting that we have this hand holding an apple here, and then we have like an arrow going through it. So I feel like there is something in the month of July that you're trying to obtain for yourself. Like I said, whether that is a skill, this could totally be financially, a material thing. This could even be like representative of like you guys being really hungry in the month of July, with this apple being here. And the second house can also represent like your food intake and stuff like that. But there's something that like you have your eye on a prize. There's something that you're trying to obtain within the month of July for sure. I'm trying to think of what the expression is. Not the the apple of your eye. Exactly. You have something that you have your eye on that's looks super delicious and sweet, like it could fulfill all of your needs, and you're definitely going to be trying to obtain that within the month of July. And it's interesting that we also have, I don't know if you can see, but the circle back here almost also looks like a target if it was in black and gray. I think I'm going to read this from the book because I did that in the other piles, so I'll go ahead and do it for you as well. Pile 4. Okay, so we have second house, resources. If your chart were a village map, your second house would hold your bank, museum, and warehouses. It symbolizes what you value, such as your body and your relationship to the material world. Yeah, I think that's going to be super important, actually. What you value, that just really resonated for me with your pile. Like I said, you have your eye on something. You have your eye on... sorry, I was trying to think of the expression, but it's escaping me at the moment. There's something that you really value that you want to bring into your life, and you want to bring in more value into your life and obtain more things for yourself. But it says here, the second house also describes that phase of infancy where you're just discovering that you have a body, toes, and fingers, and that you can taste and smell. And it has an action here. Explore how you feel about money. So many people on the spiritual path have mixed feelings about money, their bodies, and possessions, drawn to abundance and at the same time wrestling with guilt or discomfort around desire. This approach avoidance conflict around the material world can make it hard to focus on your efforts, and it may send out mixed messages until the universe doesn't know how to respond to help you. The second house asks you to build a clear and congruent message about your relationship to your resources that you can stand behind with integrity. Matter is our sacred vessel for spirit. Explore your attitude toward your first resource, your own body and sensuality. Look for that place of balance where you honor and respect your physical form as well as the importance of the soul that inhabits it. Invest your energy toward what you value. Exactly what we were saying. This is where you can be a resource to others, and this is where you can get paid. Clean up your act in the material world. Clean closets, pay bills, deal with other practical things that might appear mundane, but can be a sacred act of aligning the soul to the surroundings. Integrity creates a welcoming ground for bounty. Come up with a clear, integrated message to radiate out, then back that up with action. Okay. So definitely what's coming here for you, pile 3, is in the month of July, you're going to be trying to obtain some kind of sense of value for yourself, whether that's materially, this could be within your own talents, like I said, feeling valued in your own skills, and also within your own body. Whatever it is, you want to feel a sense of value and integrity for yourself. That's what you're chasing after this month of July. So let's go ahead and flip over all of your tarot cards. We have here representing you, the 4 of Cups in reverse. For your home and family, we have the Queen of Coins. For your relationships, we have the 8 of Swords. And for your career and public life, we have the 7 of Wands. Such interesting, beautiful energy that we have here, pile 3. You guys are not quitters, especially, and other people see that about you. You're not going to quit until you obtain the things that you want. You guys have never been a quitter. From day one, you guys have always had something that you wanted and you work hard towards that. I mean, look at this guy. He is not given up. He's got these spectacular abs because he's worked so hard and long for it, but he also has the sun shining down on him, which signifies this is something that he's passionate about and that he loves and something that is so true for him. So yes, the work may be hard, but it's so worth it and it's something that you love to do. So I do see that within your career and your public life. People see that about you, that you want to obtain value in your life and you will work hard to get that, whether that's in your career, even if you don't have a job. That's just who you guys are. That's what is built into you guys. And then here for your home and family, we have the Queen of Coins. And so, yes, you guys are working hard, I think, to obtain maybe some new stuff around the house. Maybe you guys want a new kitchen set, okay? Maybe you guys want to be able to buy more groceries, or you guys are just, honestly, you're going to be working hard to be able to spend the money that you want to spend around the house. And I think that's going to be working for you in the month of July. You guys are also, I'm seeing, you guys are a provider for your home and family. And you guys are really taking up that role in the month of July of being a good provider, okay? People really look up to you. And even if you live alone, you don't have a family to take after, no kids or anything like that, you're being a good provider for yourself. And I think the root of what is making this come up, pile 3, is these cards that we have here, okay? The 4 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. And these are both known to be a little bit harsher energies within the tarot, okay? The 4 of Cups, we see here, she's looking at 3 cups, but she's ignoring the one behind her, or she's just so infatuated with these cups that she can't see the one behind her. But this is in reverse for you, so this is actually really good. And this is representing you. Like I said, this card here is representing you, how you feel emotionally and physically. So I feel like maybe before the month of July, you guys may have been struggling to feel a sense of value within yourself and feel like you're worth it and feel like you deserve these beautiful, good things for yourself. You deserve a beautiful home. I've got a hair here. Oops. And that you deserve the things that you have been striving for. And I feel like in the month of July, you guys are taking a sharp turn. It's interesting, the 4 of Cups, I believe, is ruled by the moon in Cancer. So this Cancer new moon may have been very significant for you in starting to obtain these values. And these could even be inheritances from family, is what I'm seeing. But somehow you've also worked really hard for them. It's like you couldn't have gotten these inheritances had you not worked hard for it. Okay, because people see that you didn't just sit around to obtain these resources. You worked really hard for it. I do see, pile 3, that there's a little bit of a tough spot in your relationships. I could see maybe other people being a little jealous or even intimidated by the wealth and prosperity that you've accumulated for yourself. People might feel a little intimidated by how hard and willing you are to work, because I feel like with this 4 of Cups in reverse, I don't feel like you guys were exuding this energy in the recent past, but I feel like something turned around that made you, like, something came into your field of vision and you were like, oh, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to work for, and this is what I'm meant to work for. And so instead of being infatuated in whatever it was before, maybe this was a relationship that like made you disillusioned to what you really wanted, or it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could have just been that phase of life that you're in where you're in like mental limbo and just like waiting for the next thing to come. And boom, finally, you may have been in this moment of apathy, just like the card here in your relationships. And the people around you may have also been kind of in a standstill in life, okay? Feeling like they're not really going anywhere or making progress. But it's, like I said, probably around that Cancer new moon, which was, I think at the very end of June. I feel like you guys were like, oh, shoot, that's the apple of my eye. That's the prize I've been wanting. This is my skill on how I can obtain that. It's like it all kind of lined up for you on how to make that work. And this is happening in the month of July for you, pile 3. You guys are opening up to something after a moment of being disillusioned by life, maybe even just feeling a little bored, like you don't have anything to chase after. But definitely your relationships may be suffering from it just a little bit, but I don't think that's bad. I think this is more their own mentality and maybe their own mental problems. I don't think it's something that you're physically doing to them. I think for your relationship, they just might feel like, oh crap, well, they're working hard and now I have to work hard, but I'm not ready for that, or I'm still scared, or whatever that is. I feel like, yes, they may be in this moment of 8 of Swords feeling conflicted with the things that you're doing, and it may be bringing out negative aspects of themselves, but I feel like it's inspiring them all in all to also reach towards a certain value that they have. You're almost like your sureness on what you want, your sureness on getting this cup and getting this apple, and doing well for yourself is making other people question what they want for themselves, and it's helping other people, regardless of if they're showing it or not. There might be harsh words, or criticisms or judgments, but I feel like this is just something that will pass, okay, within the month of July. Okay, pile 3. Let's move on to some oracle cards for you. What else is going on in the month of July for my pile 3? What else do we need to know for my pile 3? And sorry that these videos are super, they're, what's the word, faster, quicker than usual. They're not as long as usual. I am still feeling a little under the weather, but I wanted to come out and read for you guys for your month of July. So these are just quick, short, precise messages for your month of July and whatever you need to know. So let's see, what else does my pile 3, oh my gosh, yes, pile 3, I love this, happy, happy. Like I said, you guys may have been in a moment of boredom. You guys may have been in this 8 of Swords kind of moment, and now you're like, nah, screw that. I figured out what I want. I've got my eye on something. I'm working hard towards it, and not only are you working hard towards it, it's working for you, and you're able to produce things within your home, whatever it is. Like maybe you wanted to get some new plants, and now you can because you worked hard towards it. You're not feeling bored with life anymore. You know what you want. You've had the rest that you need to pick it back up. Like sometimes the earth will make things, the universe will make things very boring for us so that we can get the rest that we need to prepare us for something that is coming. And now that you've got the eye on the prize, you guys are headed towards pure happiness. You guys know exactly what you want. You know the egg that you're sitting on and the potential that you have, and nothing is going to stop you from that. And also with this 8 of Swords being right next to the happy card, and this representing your relationships, like I said, they may be in a state of fear, denial, neglecting the things that you're doing right now, but ultimately it's helping lead them to their own happiness as well. You're making other people question what they want and what do they value, okay? And that's something that's honestly really good, because sometimes, especially nowadays, people don't take the time to think for themselves. And now you're helping other people in your relationships. This could be friends, a significant other, business partnerships, whatever it is. You're making them rethink their own values and morals and their own, why they value themselves, what they value about themselves, because you're not afraid to show what you value about yourself. Okay, we also have here all that glitters. Interesting. This also came out for one of the other piles. I'm not going to say which one, but if you were drawn to any of the other piles, you might want to check that out. But if we look at these cards side by side, all that glitters and happy, I mean, come on. This is freaking amazing. These are like 2 of the best cards in the deck, in my opinion. The only thing about all that glitters is that sometimes all that glitters isn't gold, right? So whatever you're chasing, whatever's the apple of your eye, make sure you don't get too caught up in the material aspect of it, because it could leave us feeling depleted by constantly chasing material things, thinking they're going to make us happy. And while I do think this is really helping you guys and truly making you happy, I don't think the happiness is coming from the gold, okay? I don't think it's coming from obtaining these material things. I think it's coming from knowing that you can do that for yourself, okay? And now that you know you can do that for yourself, you almost don't even have to worry about it. It's like you're realizing that the material things aren't going to ultimately bring you the happiness. It's the whole works together, okay? I hope that's making sense for you, Pile 3, but I am going to go ahead and close your reading here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am beyond grateful to have you here sharing your beautiful energy with me. If this reading resonated with you, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know. Also be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as it helps support the channel so I can keep providing content for you wonderful souls. I hope this reading has brought you peace and harmony. Keep shining your light and living your best life, my stars. I will see you next time. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. So the spread that we have here is representative of an astrological birth chart. And even if you're not into astrology or have no idea what that means, I'm just going to break it down very simply for you. So this first card that we have here would be representing the rising sign, the ascendant, or the first house. And it's going to be showing us everything about you physically and emotionally within the month of July. Opposite that, we have the descending energy, or the 7th house, which is going to be showing us your relationships in the month of July. Down here, we have the IC, or the 4th house, and this is going to be showing us your home and family, or your more private life throughout the month of July. And opposite that, we have the midhaven, or the 10th house, which is going to be showing us your career, public life, and, things that are more visible. Okay, so before we hop into these tarot cards here, I want to go ahead and pull one of these astrological oracle cards, and I'll have everything that I'm using down in the description below if you are curious. But yes, I just want to get a main energy for my Pile 4 in the month of July. And we're going to stick it right here in the middle just to make sure that it's grounding and centering everything and all of these tarot cards here. So let's see for my Pile 4, month of July, what is going on for my Pile 4. Okay, let's see. What is the main energy in the month of July for my Pile 4? What is the main energy in the month of July for my Pile 4s? Okay, that was way too many. But the one that popped out first was Chiron, which is healing. So you guys may, in fact, be dealing with some kind of wound that is opened up throughout your whole life. It's just opened up in new ways and expressed in new ways, but figuring out ways to heal from that wound and also be able to help others grow through it, whatever that is, just some kind of maybe trauma that you're having to deal with, some PTSD over some sort of situation that you may be having to deal with, and just some kind of wounds somehow in your environment. You'll know what that is specifically, but let's keep going and see what we can get for my Pile 4 within the month of July. Also, what's coming through with that Chiron card was whenever I said how you can help others through that wound, you may in fact be helping others heal right now through some kind of difficult wound that they're going through at the moment. Okay, so the first card that we have here, centering your energy, or centering your reading, and the main energy for your month of July is the card Pisces, and it says sensitize. And I absolutely love this because we were just talking about how you may be helping somebody else heal in the month of July, and Pisces is a very compassionate and loving energy. is very sensitive to other people's needs and is really good at helping other people feel kind of like loved and understood, right? Because Pisces are just really, I feel like, easy to vibe with because they can really mold to other people's energy. So you may have strong Pisces in your chart. You may be a Pisces. And in fact, just really all water signs are going to be very prominent for you in the month of July, considering it is a Cancer season, which is a water sign. And then we have Pisces here, a water sign. And also I could say that Scorpio may be significant for you in the month of July, which is also a water sign. But yeah, it says here, Pisces and sensitized. You're probably also very sensitive to the things happening around you. There may be kind of things that were shooken up that caused an emotional reaction out of you, and you're having to really flow through life in the month of July and stay sensitive to the things happening around you. But I want to go ahead and read some of this from the book because I did it for all of the other piles, so let's see pile 4. Okay, Pisces, sensitize. It says, the symbol for Pisces is 2 fish, usually swimming in opposite directions. Pisces rules the feet and resonates with wetlands, streams, and ponds. Ruled by expansive Jupiter in traditional astrology and by intuitive Neptune in modern astrology. Mutable water sign Pisces calls us to sense our dreams and intuitive perceptions for the trickles and streams of understanding. The sun shines in Pisces February 20th to March 20th. And it says here, the action is, Pisces asks us to swim in the ambient pool of emotion and be moved to compassionate action, exactly, helping other people through your compassion. With Pisces, think of a vast watery landscape with streams meandering over fields through ponds and swamps, where the different elements and diverse species flow together in one subtle, boundaryless, and fertile landscape. Appreciate all the diverse voices in the situation and take them as tributaries to your river. This complex ecology has so much more to say, exactly what we were talking about, how your environment may be going through certain changes and you're just having to flow through it because things are just so diverse and things are growing and expanding. You have no choice than to just flow through life this July, pile 4. It says, appreciate all the diverse voices in the situation and take them as tributaries to your river. This complex ecology has so much more to say and is so much more robust than any simple monoculture. The situation you are facing is also subtle and complex, and that it is strength. But that is its strength. This moment calls for finer perceptions, a more sensitive microphone. Be as aware of other people's feelings as you are of your own, but know whose feelings are whose. Track carefully what you soak up from others and what is true to your own wellspring, because this could be very confusing for you in the month of July, pile 4, because I see that you're so compassionate, but there may be somebody, like I said, that is hurting in your life, and all you want to do is fix it, because that's just who you are. You're this loving person that just wants to fix other people's pain because you don't want to see them in pain, and that is completely okay, but make sure to not confuse their emotions with your own and bring your own self down, right? Remember to stay happy in the process of helping others and not completely absorb their energy, okay? It says, learn to honor a twin perception, that we are both individual cells with our own work to do, and that our cells are embodied in the body of creation. I feel like this is also talking about letting them get through the work as well, because you can't heal them completely. They have work to do as well, right? You can't just fix everything for everybody. Other people have to do work too. Okay, pile 4. It says here, healthy boundaries help us do our individual work. Spiritual practice can help us shift our perception from the cell mind to our role in the body of the one. Wow, really beautiful energy. I love this, pile 4. You guys are so compassionate and loving, and you guys are really just wanting to help somebody in your life within the month of July, or just help other people in general, maybe giving to charities, finding ways to give back to the world, give back to the earth, because, you know, maybe this is an earth thing. It's not even about your relationships, but you want to give back to Mother Nature here because you maybe feel the compassion for everything that's going on socially, everything that's going on economically right now. Let's go ahead and get into your tarot cards, pile 4. Representing you, we have the Fool, exactly what we were talking about, having these changes. And oh my gosh, wow, beautiful. These fish here in the Fool card are right here in the Pisces card. You are flowing through life effortlessly. But also things are changing a lot right now, okay? I don't want to quite say that it's effortlessly, but you're learning to really flow through the drastic changes going on, not only within yourself, but also in your ecology and the economy around you and your life around you. I feel like things are changing drastically for you right now, pile 4, in the month of July. For your home and family, we have the Empress. For your relationships, we have the Queen of Coins in reverse, exactly what we were talking about. You may be using to seeing these people in your relationships as these Queen of Coins, someone who's able to provide for themselves and is also able to give to others, somebody you really look up to, but it's almost like they took a big hit and now they are this Queen of Coins in reverse and they need help and you are willing to help them. But this drastic hit that this person took almost feels like a drastic hit to your life as well. It's almost like this change going on in your relationships is changing things for you as well. It's not just about healing them. It's also making sure that everyone involved gets through the situation with ease and knowing that they have somebody there for them as much as possible, both ways around. For your career and public life, we have the Eight of Wands, exactly. Your public life, this is what is being shown to everyone in your world right now, okay? So what is being shown from you and the light coming out from you right now is that things are going fast and chaotic. You might be waiting on what's coming up right now is you guys might be waiting on a decision and it couldn't come fast enough is also what I'm hearing. Like something was shaken up in your world and now it's like things are falling and you're just waiting for shit to hit the ground so that like the fast action can stop because you're used to flowing and things might just be a little more fast paced than you're used to right now. And with this Empress card being here in your home and family, what I'm really getting from this pile 4 is that your home and family right now might be the only source of not the only source of comfort that you have. I don't know why I was going to say that, but it's like that one true source that's like really through all of the chaotic things that are happening within your personality, within your relationships and your career right now, all of these changes that are going on, you have one thing you can come back and root down to, and that is your family, and that is nurturing for your family. Or even if you live alone, it's just being at home and being in your environment, being in your place. I mean, look at her. She is somewhere she obviously loves to be. It looks like it's somewhere that she goes maybe multiple times a day to pray and find her light again and devote herself to these spiritual practices. And this doesn't have to be a spiritual practice at home, but this could just be like simply taking time for yourself at home, doing the things that make you happy at home, like especially like hobbies and crafts that you do at home. But I'm especially getting a very mothering influence from your home and family right now. So especially if you guys have children or you just love taking care of the people around you, this is what's gonna completely ground you and root you in the month of July. Like I've been saying here the whole time, you guys are just so loving and compassionate, and I feel like maybe like June, something happened that like shook things up. It's a little chaotic, especially within your career. Like people on the outside can tell that things are a little shaken up for you right now. But pile 4, what I'm seeing here is that like it's almost like a really good shakeup for you, but somehow it rooted from your relationship right here. This reversed Queen of Coins almost shook up you into this full energy to where you have to like work on this in the outside world. But also what I'm seeing here with this Queen of Coins in reverse, there may be a relationship in your month of July where they just can't make ends meet. They're used to being able to do it. They're usually a very stable person and they've got their shit together, but everyone goes through their downfalls, you know? Like I said, you're waiting for shit to hit the ground, but I feel like you're really trying to figure out a way to help this person through this struggle that they're going through. Whether that's as simple as giving them $20 for gas, whatever it is, to as big as like helping them find a job because they're really struggling. Whatever it is, your month of July, you are just so loving and caring to the people around you, especially your home and family, and it is so beautiful. But back to what this Pisces card had brought up is not getting lost in the confusion, not completely taking on other people's problems and pain. Remember that you also have your own life story, okay? And it seems like you're at the very beginning of something new within your personality. Something was completely shaken up, I feel like early July, late June, within your career and your public life. And like I said, in the month of July, your feeling of contentness is really going to be within your home and family because everything is kind of shaken up around here, and it could be really easy to absorb this energy. I feel like you're not used to things being up in flames and chaotic. You're used to just going with the flow, and that's just what you're going to have to do throughout this month of July. And I know that sounds very cliche, but you guys know what it means because y'all are the queens and kings of flowing through life. But yeah, I just love how compassionate you are for the people around you. But just remember, this is coming through very heavily for you guys for the month of July, is you can't help everyone out of their own holes that they've dug. There's probably a better expression to say that, but you guys know what I mean. Like, you can't help everybody, okay? And that's completely fine. Some people have certain lessons they have to learn on their own because of that's just their karma, okay? And you've got yours. And if you find yourself in a position in July where you can't help somebody and it really puts a fire under your ass that you're not used to because you want to help them so bad, try and go back to this home and family, kind of mute everything else out in the outside world because you guys are very receptive to the energies around you this month of July. So if things are getting too chaotic and you're getting too amped up and you need to cool down, definitely root and ground within your home and family life, okay? Because you will be going through a lot of changes, but the key to it is being like this fool here. Yes, she can jump off this cliff, but she's going to jump into the water and flow with these little fishies down here to the next rock, and it will be okay. She'll find that stability again and again because that's just what she's made for. She's a freaking mermaid, okay? Okay, pile 4. Let's get you some closing oracle cards for your pile. Sorry that this reading is a little shorter than usual. I'm still feeling a bit under the weather from COVID, but I really wanted to do a July forecast for you guys. So here it is, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Okay, pile 4, month of July. What do we need to see from it? Okay, wait. So, sorry. We had 2 that came out, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I guess we'll take all of them. So we have here, the here and now. So, what an interesting card because she's sitting on an egg also with a door. So, okay, so kind of what I'm seeing with this egg and the door, it's like you guys have already stepped into a new beginning, but what you guys aren't aware of is there's like a new beginning in the new beginning, okay? This like Fool card energy is really strong. There's going to be a lot of changes in the month of July. Things are going to be moving very fast and quickly. And like I said, if you need to ground and find a way to, ground and root yourself, make sure to do that within your home because that's where you're getting that energy in the month of July. It's with your family. Your even friends can feel like family, you know? But yes, if you guys need a way to ground through all of the changes that you're sitting on right now, I feel like it's saying you can really go towards your home and family to find that. And even if it's not like home and family, it could just be like that familial feeling that you have, that mothering nature is kind of what I'm getting, because the fourth house can also resemble the mother. And it's like, if you guys need a way to ground, just center back to that kind of mothering and loving influence rather than maybe trying to fix something for somebody materially. You can help them just by being there for them emotionally. Okay, so we also have here poised, beautiful. So this is just to go for the month of July. Also, within all of these changes that are happening, you're still going to be feeling like you're doing it gracefully. This poised feeling really just gives me graceful vibes, and also like she's on top of the world. Like she kind of looks like a ballerina if you look at it. Look, she even has little ballerina shoes on. But yes, feeling poised through the changes that are happening right now, because you're able to ground yourself within your emotions and not completely absorb other people's maybe negative emotions or hard times that they're having, because generally things are going really well for you right now. And I think Spirit just really wants to bring up, try not to absorb other people's pain, because it can easily confuse you and reflect that maybe things are unstable for you as well, and that's not quite the case. Yes, you're going through a lot of changes right now, but I feel like if you just flow through all of this, things are ultimately going to really work out for you, because grounding, because the home and family, this fourth house, is the bottom, which makes me think of roots. So it just makes me feel like no matter what, you're rooted in this Empress energy. Even through all of the changes that you're going through right now, just stick to your love and compassion for others, and that's really just going to help you and everyone else through the month of July. Okay, and last but not least, we had one more card that popped out for you, and yet again, another egg. We have peace. So at the very end of July, or whatever this kind of, not confrontation, but this struggle that is happening, that you're seeing in your relationships right now, I do feel like at the end you will find peace. Because look, we have two birds here. We have this Eight of Wands with everything flying through the air. Things are hectic, things are going fast, you don't know where anything's going to land, but you finally get to the bottom and there's this beautiful egg waiting for you. So if things are very chaotic right now, just try and be like you always are and flow through the situation gracefully, effortlessly, poised, and staying grounded, and eventually you'll find that peace, because that's what you are, Pile 4. I feel like you guys are just meant for peace and love. Okay? That probably sounds very cliche, but you guys know what I mean, okay? All right. I'm going to go ahead and close your reading here, Pile 4. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am beyond grateful to have you here sharing your beautiful energy with me. If this reading resonated with you, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as it helps support the channel so I can keep providing content for you wonderful souls. I hope this reading has brought you peace and harmony. Keep shining your light and living your best life, my stars. I will see you next time.